Ask about ghosts. Oh, Chad wants to know about ghosts.
Ghosts. So, Hornet is actually regarded as the most haunted ship in America. There are multiple stories and ship stories about the haunting that would happen here. But I do have one story, and this is by Chief Petty Officer Ross, who's from the ship. So Ross was down below deck, and he said he saw a sailor in his whites, and he looked younger. And he's like, "Well, what's going on there?" And he said that. And Ross said it was an apparition. And I guess the sailor looked at him and said, he said it's time. And Ross said, "Well, what?" He was scared to death.
Is this time? Like to die?
And so then Ross wipes his face off for a second there, and the guy's gone. The sailor's gone. So Ross swears up and down he saw an apparition here on the ship. I had my own experience too down on the third deck.
Really?
But that was self-inflicted almost.
What's the story?
So when I first came here aboard the ship back in 2021, I'm a bigger, stronger guy, and we stored a lot of water down on the mess deck where we would have a freezer, and so we would store the water down there. Freezer's not active, but we would store all of our water down there for staff. My boss, she asked me to go down and get some water, bring it up to the staff area, so I did so. I'm down there. I don't know the ship that too well at that time, and I get lost coming on the way back. I get down there, I hear a clanging off in the distance, and I was like, who's there? Well, nobody was there. The clanging gets closer and closer, closer and closer, and then I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I stayed still there for like 2 minutes because I'm so distraught with what was happening. And then the clanging stopped. And then I quickly ran my way back up to the top and got one of my coworkers to come back down with me to get the water.
You coward! You coward! You should have investigated it.
What, you think this is Scooby-Doo? Like, oh, I'm scared. I'm getting out of here, man.
That's what I do. When I hear a strange noise, I take my gun and I investigate.
That's a solid strategy.
It's a good strategy. Are you allowed to bring firearms onto the USS Hornet?
No, you're not allowed to bring firearms. Oh my gosh, you violent rabbit.
I was just wondering. I guess you're not really allowed to bring firearms into California in general.
Yes, you can bring firearms in California, but you're not out of a museum, Ms. Pippa.
Are forbidden parts dangerous due to the ghosts? Be honest.
Due to the ghosts?
Yeah, this question's from John.
I think you guys would have to take a history mystery tour to learn more about that.
Ooh, when is that offered?
I believe they have it every month. We have the history mystery tours listed on our calendar on our website. So if you go to ussforeign.org, you can find the calendar and you can find when those tours are scheduled.
Oh,